Today I will show you 5 mistakes you must avoid when running Facebook ads campaign. What's up everyone, Joshua Oduwaye here again, and today in this video I'm going to be showing you 5 reasons and 5 mistakes that you must avoid if you want to run a profitable Facebook ads campaign. Alright, so if this is your first time of visiting my channel, kindly hit the subscribe button and subscribe to this channel. And if you're a returning subscriber, kindly hit the like button or share this video to other people who are going to find this video valuable. Alright, so without further ado, I'm going to jump into what we have for today. So here are 5 reasons why your Facebook ads fail. Alright, number 1 reason why your Facebook ads will fail is because of wrong targeting. Okay, so here's basically what I mean when I'm talking about wrong targeting. Now let me go to my ads dashboard so that I'll show you something there. Okay, so right here I'm on my ads dashboard, and as you can see, this is the ad set level where you get to choose the audience you want to see your adverts. Now at this level, a lot of people make this mistake of just going with a lot of interest targeting here, maybe stacking interest about 5, 6 up to 10 interests, and using these different interests to target their audience. Now this is very, very wrong and might give you results, but in the end you might not understand the results because you don't actually know what interest is working for you. Okay, so if you want to go ahead with interest targeting, what I would advise you to do is always go ahead with just one interest targeting and not stacking as much as 5, 10 interests when going with interest targeting. So if you're going to be going with interest targeting, make sure you're going with 1 or 2, so that if you're using 2, maybe you just want to be able to get a large audience of about 1 million and above. So you can go ahead and use about 2 interests. And then when you're going with the age, make sure you're going with the age range that relates to the product you are trying to sell. So if you are selling a product like an anti-aging cream or an anti-aging serum, you don't want to sell that product to younger people, because younger people are not going to be interested in a serum that helps people to clear wrinkles, because younger people do not have wrinkles. So wrinkles are for people who are actually older, around 40 and above. Okay, so when you are running your adverts, make sure you actually have your target audience defined. You know who you are trying to sell your product to. And when you come to interest, you can also go ahead to use 1 interest or 2 interests just to increase your audience size to be up to 1 million and above. And that said, I'm also going to show you a tip. I'm going to show you tips on how you can get better with your targeting. All right, so for you to get better with your targeting, here's what you should do. You should do your research about your audience so that you have an idea of who and where your target audience is. Okay, you want to know the location where your target audience is. If you are targeting Nigeria, then you want to target the whole of Nigeria. If you are targeting certain states, then you can pick certain locations and target them. And also the people, you should know the age range of the people. You should know the gender of the kind of people you are trying to sell your product to. Okay, you don't want to sell a beauty product to men, because obviously men are not so interested in beauty products. They rather be interested in products that boost their own ego, which is like maybe branded watches and maybe luxury items or items for cars. All these kind of items are items that would boost their own ego. All right, so another thing you should also take note to do is that if you do not know so much about your audience, if you do not know so much about your audience enough to go with interest targeting, what I advise you to do is always go with CBO and broad targeting. It works anytime, any day. Always go with broad targeting and CBO. Using CBO just means that you're telling Facebook you're setting your budget first at the campaign level, then secondly, you're also telling Facebook to find the best and suitable audience for your kind of products. That's what you do when you tell Facebook to go ahead with broad targeting for your products. All right, so this is one way you can be able to avoid wrong targeting with your Facebook ads campaign. All right, number 2 reason why your Facebook ads will fail is because you are actually using poor images or poor videos for your Facebook campaign. Okay, so if you're trying to sell a product and you're trying to use pictures to sell your product, here's one thing I want you to understand. First thing first is Facebook is a platform, it's a social media platform. It's not a platform like Jumia that is meant for selling. Neither is it a platform like Google that is meant for search. Okay, so basically if somebody wants to buy an item, the first place they go to or they think of is maybe Jumia, Konga, and any of all those big e-commerce brands. Okay, but then people come on Facebook to just socialize and engage with their friends and, you know, just enjoy themselves. But then if you're trying to sell product to them right there on Facebook, what you should be looking at doing is to see how you can get their attention. That's the goal for you. So if you are using images that doesn't snatch them away from what they are supposed to be doing primarily on Facebook, then you are not going to be able to get them to buy your product or even get them interested in your products. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to make sure that you are using clear images of your products, and the graphics, if you are going to be using graphics, should be in colors that are attractive, colors that are going to attract the eyes, that you know are very, very visible for people to see. All right, so you don't want to go ahead using images that are blurry or images that are not attractive. Another thing is videos. When it comes to videos, a lot of people just put out videos that do not engage, videos that do not show how a product is used, how a product can transform people's life from A to B, and they expect people to be interested in such kind of videos. People are not going to engage in such kind of videos if the videos are not explanatory. So it's either the video is explaining how that product is used, or it's explaining how someone can use your product to solve a particular problem and be happy and in the end. So if you are not doing all this, then you possibly will be having your Facebook ads giving you low results. Okay, so now what I want you to do is this. First, try to always make sure that you shoot videos or images that show different benefits of your products. So if your product can help people do one thing or another thing, you see, like the yam pounder, that product can actually be used to blend tomatoes, pepper. It can also be used to as yam pounder. It can be used for other for grinding other food items in the house, like beans for moi moi or beans for akara. So you can see that way, if you want to explain how that product works, you go ahead, you can test that product with two or three different food items that product can actually grind. Okay, so that's basically how you should go about using videos if you want to use videos for your adverts. Okay, and then again, you should also use videos or images that shows how the buyer can use that product and get the benefits. So if for instance you are trying to sell a product that helps somebody to let's say get the car engine clean, or you are trying to sell a product that helps somebody to feel better and sleep better at night, when you are making a video or you are trying to create an image graphics for such kind of adverts, what you should be showing them is the benefits of that product. Show them how people get to sleep well when they use your products. Okay, so that's what you want to be showing them when you're using image or videos to explain your kind of product that you sell to them. Okay, then again, use images and videos that explains dangers of a problem that your product solves and how your product can help solve that problem. So this is basically for people who sell health products. So if you sell health products, for instance, you want to talk about the dangers of the health problem, for instance. So let's say you're selling a diabetic product. You want to first of all state the whole dangers of having diabetes, what diabetes can cause in the life of a man or in the life of a woman. And once you are able to state all these dangers, then you can now go ahead to state your product that works and how your product can help people get this solution that will save them from the dangers of that sickness of diabetes. Okay, so this is basically putting up the problems first, then bringing your product to show forth as the solution, then you promise them the better future. So this is one other way you can actually create videos for your products. Okay, then another thing you should also take note of is make sure that your image or your videos is relatable to your target audience. All right, so basically if you are running adverts, it's advisable if you can get an advert that is that has the Nigerian factor in it. Like, let's say you're trying to sell a product, for instance. Let's say you're trying to sell a yam pounder, for instance. You don't want to use the videos that have been created by people abroad, because if you watch those people abroad, what the kind of videos they created for the yam pounder is not for yam pounder. They created videos for meats, for tomato and pepper and all the likes. But right here in Nigeria, we have things like beans that somebody wants to use that yam pounder for, beans for moi moi, beans for akara, then yam for pounded yam. So if you can infuse this in your marketing when you're trying to create videos for your product, the Nigerian factor into your product, you're definitely going to get people to buy your products. Okay, and you're going to get them interested in your product. So basically that's how it works with creating videos or even trying to use images. So if you're trying to use image, also make sure the image is showing exactly what that product can do, and it's stating, you can even state it on the image. You can write it as a write-up, a brief short bullet points on the image, so that the buyer or the target audience can see the benefits that that product is going to offer to him or her. All right. So number 3 problem is poor art copy. So now you finally understood how to make good image or make good videos for your products, one thing you also need to learn how to do also is learn how to write very, very good art copy, so that it will be able to get your target audience to do what you want them to do. Because it's not enough to show your target audience attractive videos and images that ikes their attention, or that steals their attention away from Facebook and straight to your advert, without getting them to your landing page or to your sales page or your product page. So for you to drag them over to your sales page or your product page, it has to be what you have written in your ads copy that will get them to take action. Because it's when you write in your ads copy that this is how to get this product that they eventually know what to do to get that product. Okay, so you want to learn how to write good ads copy. If you are writing an ads copy, make sure your ads copy has the following tips. One of the things you can do is you can make sure you have a good template that you use to write ads copy for yourself. Okay, and one of the best templates I use is the hook, benefits, and the call to action. Okay, so if you want to see other templates that you can use, you can search on my channel. You are going to see how to write ads copy, better ads copy. I'm going to drop the link for you below this video, so that you can go ahead to watch how to make better ads copy, how to write better ads copy for your products. All right, so basically what you need to understand is that you need to have a template that guides you on how you can write good ads copy. So one is you can start with the hook, and the hook should always be a question. It should be a question that will get them to that will spike their desire for your product. So if you are selling a diabetic product, for instance, the question could just be, are you struggling with diabetes or tired of struggling with diabetes? Okay, then you can now list the benefits of your product. Then you can go ahead to make sure you add a call to action button for them. To get this, click there. To order this, click here. All right, so you don't just want to get them to be interested in your product and at the end of the day they do not click anywhere, or they do not see a place, they do not see the action to take. You're not telling them what action to take after that. Okay, so make sure you have your ads copy properly written out and properly guiding them on how to take action after they take interest in your product. Okay, so the next thing is make sure your ads copy is relatable to your target audience. All right, so you don't want to write an ads copy that is quite different from what you have already projected for them in either your image or in your video. Okay, so if you have created a video that is talking about the benefits of your product, your ads copy also should go in the same line to continue the same flow of information, so that you don't get them confused along the line about what they are trying to order different from what they are seeing on the image or the video of the advert. All right, so make sure it is relatable to your target audience and it's something that they can actually understand and they can relate with immediately when they read it. Okay, so that said, we'll jump into number 4. So number 4 reason why Facebook ads fail is because of your poor product pages or your poor sales page. Okay, so one mistake people do is that they get a product idea they want to sell, and they go ahead to take that product and create page for that product, and they just take like the next 30 minutes or 1 hour or 2 hours to create a product page, and boom, they are off there running traffic to that page already. Now sometimes these pages might not be properly constructed, they might not be well organized or well structured, and sometimes a lot of typo errors, or it could just be the proper arranging of the fonts, or even the poor type of fonts that you are using. All these things are things that can eventually hurt your advert, because people will want to buy from a page that they see as beautiful, something that looks like a brand to them, something that looks aesthetically beautiful. Okay, so if you want to build sales page or you want to build a product page, you want to make sure that it is something that is attractive to also your target audience. The type of font you are using matters, the color of the font you are going to use matters, the margin arrangement of your fonts also, of your design also matters. So there are a whole lot of things you actually need to take note of when you are creating a product page or a sales page, so that you can be able to get your target audience hooked to buy your product or to take action once they hit your product page or your landing page or your sales page. All right, so I have a few tips for you here, and one of it is use attractive and relatable images or videos or GIF images. Okay, so you can use attractive images that are also relatable. You don't want to use images that are off when it comes to the kind of product you're trying to sell. So if you're trying to sell an earpod, for instance, make sure you're actually showing the different angles of the earpods, so that people can see, oh, this earpod is looking beautiful from this angle, looking beautiful from this other side. Okay, and if you're also selling a product that is demonstrable, make sure you use GIF images. And GIF images are images that actually show action. Now let me just show you how GIF images look like. Now this is how GIF images actually look like. Just short actions that, you know, they're just edited for just a certain purpose. So you can see this is just a short action. You can see it's continuous. It's the same action that is being repeated over and over again. So the same thing happens when if you're selling a product that is demonstrable, you can actually use the same pattern, and you're going to get people interested in that product. Okay, so you want to use images that are attractive and also relatable. Okay, so you can use images, you can use videos, you can also use GIF. GIF images, so that you can also show the type of action that that product can be used for, or a type of action that that product does. Okay, now you also, one thing you should also take note of is use bold, legible and attractive fonts. Okay, so when it comes to using fonts, one font I always know I don't go wrong with is Montserrat. Montserrat font is one font I don't go wrong with when it comes to designing my sales page or my products page. But there are a whole lot of other good fonts there you can use. So you want to look out for fonts that are attractive, that you can use to build your own pages and get your target audience to be interested in buying from you. All right, so this, I want you to understand something. When you're creating a product page or a sales page, think about it like a brand. Think about it like Jumia. If you go to Jumia, how their fonts are usually arranged, how you see the page beautifully arranged, that's how you should also be looking at your page to set it up. Okay, then another thing you should also take note of is make offers. Make offers by giving bonuses or free gifts to your target audience, you know, and give them guarantees, give them free deliveries, give them what is going to make them feel like they are ripping you off, make them feel like they are getting all these deals for a bargain, like they are getting this thing for too cheap price. All right, so these are what you should be looking out for when you are setting up a product page or a sales page for your products. Okay, then another thing you should also take note of is the button that is actually the call to action. The call to action button, CTA buttons that you actually insert on your pages. Make sure that you have these buttons at different intervals on your page. Okay, the reason is because at some point some people might not be able to read or look through your images from beginning till the end. At some point people just feel tired and maybe they're exhausted and they just want to take action immediately. So make that button available for them at different point levels so that they can be able to click and just take action immediately. All right, so show them buttons and make sure the button colors are easily identifiable. So if you're using a font, if you're using fonts, maybe let's say a black and white font, and you want to add buttons, make sure your buttons should be in colors like red, like green, like blue. And when you're using this type of button colors, make sure your font on the page is black and white so that the buttons can easily be seen and identified by your target audience. Okay, now another thing you can also do is make sure your order forms instructions are clear. So if you want people to give you their names, make sure you state it there, their names. If you want them to give you their address, make sure you state it there as address that you want them to give you, and stop writing long lengthy English for them to read before they know what to write there. If it's an address, just state it an address. If you just their name, just state their name. If you want them to give you the package they want, state it there with how many XYZ products do you want. They are going to state 1, they are going to state 2, what color of XYZ products do you want. They are also going to state it. So it's as simple as that. Don't make it look hard, don't make it look too don't make it look like a jam question for them to answer. Okay, so I hope you understand that. So with that said, I'm going to dive into number 5. So number 5 is editing. So number 5 for today is editing a running ad. Okay, this is one mistake I actually made earlier when I just started e-commerce, and it haunted me for a very, very long time. If you have an ad that's running and maybe there's something you actually have seen or you notice and you want to change it, do not be tempted to click on that ad, to edit that ad and publish it again. No. If you do that, that ad is likely not going to perform again, or it's likely going to even cause your account to be disabled, right? So what you want to do anytime you have an issue you want to resolve, there's something you want to edit in your ads, go straight into duplicating that ad. If it's an ad, duplicate that ad, make the correction and publish it. Okay, if it's an ad set, duplicate the ad set, make the correction and publish it. If it's a campaign, a whole campaign, duplicate the campaign, edit it, correct what you need to correct, and publish it to run. That is the best way to go about making corrections on a running ads. Okay, so do not be tempted to go into editing a running ad or an ad that is already being published, editing that ad and now republishing it again. Is going to either slow your results for you, or it's going to cause you to have issues with Facebook and get your ads account disabled. And if you get your ads account disabled, you know what it means for your business. It means you have to start appealing and trying to get your ads account back. Okay, so what I will advise you to do in this case is always duplicate a campaign or ads or ad sets if you need to make corrections. All right, and I already explained this to you. And the next thing you should also look out for is also turn off the duplicated ads before publishing the new ads to avoid getting disabled. So this is like saying you have an ad that is already running, right, and you want to edit it. Now what you should do is turn off that ad that is running. Just turn it off by tapping the toggle and it's going to turn off. Now you duplicate it after turning it off. Once you duplicate it, turn it on the duplicated one, turn on the duplicated one, and edit everything you need to edit, correct everything you need to correct, then hit publish on that particular new campaign or new ads or new ad sets. Now once you do that, you are going to be able to get your ads published and running in no time. Okay, so this is basically what you can actually do to avoid getting your ads account disabled. Okay, so I hope with these 5 lessons, with these 5 reasons, you are going to be able to ensure that you get your Facebook ads campaign profitable and giving you orders and results for your business. All right, so if you found my content valuable, kindly hit the subscribe button if you are a new subscriber. And if you're a returning subscriber, kindly give this video a thumbs up so that the YouTube algorithm is going to show this video to other people who are also interested in videos like this, and they're also going to get value just like this one. Okay, so until I come your way next time, peace.